your team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kirkstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Operating from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. Now here he goes. Inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. Set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the running back takes the handoff. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They'll have to throw it here on second down. Bring the pressure, and down he goes. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That's how he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Offense back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds his target. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because
tremendous toughness here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And the Aggies come up the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but nice game. Sets him up first down at the 14. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's a shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Aggies hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He's missed the PAT. Wow. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, it is ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
And the Sun Devils keep the football on the move. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over.
End zone ahead. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks nearly worn down.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw here. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the... Oh, the ball is loose near the goal line.
What a great job by this defense of springing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. Because he was hesitant, and allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the 1st quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. And the Aggies will line up to boot it away. And he's able to get the boot away. And the returner is brought down. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. They trap him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, drops back. The pocket breaking down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. You make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Finds his man. It's Blue.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He escapes the pocket.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Testing the right side here. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The Sun Devils looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Hand off to the single back. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Now the try here for the extra point.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll use the ground game here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They're going to run it here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. They'll feed the back again. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The Aggies will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a first down. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal. And the Aggies will line up here on 1st down and goal. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that 5th defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Sticking with the running game. Finding space at the 20. And it works. The 1st down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tries the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Well, the huge hit there, you have to expect to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Oh, the defense had a chance there to keep them short of the 1st down marker, but that option, the execution of it, the pitch, just enough for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And the Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the 1st and still going.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
wideouts now clustered. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down after that previous play. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route. The catch made. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down.
Touchdown, Sun Devils. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's how you close a half up. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Like the final play of the half coming up. Handoff to the right side. It's hard running there through a tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half.
Here we go.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. Looking to scramble now. Right down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route.
He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Taken to the 35, good enough for a 1st down. And the Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Look at the pass here on 2nd down. And it's caught. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. It's nice execution to pick up the 1st down. Really curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that 1st down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He breaks through. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bowlers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush against home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long, and they heave it deep downfield. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring them.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Looking to scramble. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the ball bounces out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. The Aggies come to the line to run the hurry out. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing on the play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st down from the 13. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Give it to the back again. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. The offense with some pre-snap motion.
Watch out, go over. Hey, finish.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 during the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not fight at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick catch over the middle. And the defense wraps him up. And the Sun Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
And is intercepted. He's bringing it back. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations.
He could go. Into the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Aggies.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3, this is his fourth rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Swung into the pass rush and sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Trapped again in the pocket. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. The Sun Devils will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out with a 28. Tackle right there. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive. Looking for a deep completion. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
And this pass is on target, caught. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with...
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Music no! Music no!
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Running out of time in the pocket. On the move now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. Crucial third down play right here. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking tackles. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. And the Sun Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The Sun Devils pick up enough yardage for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Blue. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Arizona State. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up and ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And it's broken up. Great defensive play to prevent that deep shot. The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Working clock with the ground game. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. 1st down and more. He's still running. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. A mental error by the defense sets the offense up closer now. 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
The try for the 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Oh, what a grab! That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Finds his man. Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And looking to throw now on first down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25.
Here we go.
Looking for a gap. It's Hayden. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
6 remain.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play fake, looking to throw. Looks right and lets it fly. Took one last shot with no time on the clock, though. This game is over. And when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
That's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.